Well, hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Oversteer and Overshare podcast. Thank you guys for watching. It is the Saturday before Vegas. Vegas is next week. We apologize for not being here for a little bit. We just were lazy is kind of the best answer. And I was fiddling with the audio settings, so I might have fucked this whole thing up. I don't know.
There's a good chance you did fuck it up.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
On par with you.
I do say two things before we kind of dive in. First off, thank you guys for the support on the episodes recently. We've gotten a lot of attention on our clips that we've been putting out. Wife is editing all those. And also we've actually got some of our first comments on the YouTube videos that are not like from people that I know that already watch my other stuff. So we saw that and we were like, well, we gotta actually record.
So this is for the one person that said to stick with it.
It really was. It was genuinely one person that said it. But hey, that's all that matters. If one person's listening, that's it. And then before we get into it, I would like to talk about how my wife said she doesn't love me today.
Did I?
The funniest thing is I know that in her head right now, she's going, which thing that I said is he referring to?
I don't even know what I said.
That we're not taking a nap together today.
Oh. Okay.
I love weekend naps with her and the dogs.
You'll get over it.
She said no nap today. No nap.
Which was
weekend.
the second time I told you that I wasn't planning on taking a nap today.
Oh, no. Second time you told me you didn't love me.
Yeah. That is apples and oranges.
Yeah. I don't think you used that phrase right just then.
Don't either.
I don't think you used that phrase right. In any
Tomato,
way,
tomato.
Yeah, that's more accurate. Apples and oranges meaning you're comparing two things that aren't comparable.
You are comparing two things that aren't comparable.
Mm-mm. So anyway, what's up? What you got? We don't have any plan for this episode. We're going out of town soon.
I have one point, but I think we should talk about Brazil first. And you mentioned that you were like, we didn't film Brazil, and I said I don't even remember what happened in Brazil.
And then I listed a bunch of shit that happened in Brazil.
Yeah, a lot of stuff did happen in Brazil. So first of all, sprint weekend for Brazil.
Second to last sprint weekend of the year.
Mm-hmm. Did anything significant happen in the sprint?
Yeah.
Is that when Kimi and Oscar crashed? No.
No. That's when Oscar crashed out.
Oscar, Nico, and Franco. That's yeah. I think Gabby too, or was that just the feature?
Gabby in the last lap of the sprint, yeah. The incredible 57G impact, which is insane.
Okay, yeah. So things did happen.
A lot of things happened, yeah. And then Kimi Antonelli claimed that that Lando intentionally drew water onto the track to oil slick things for Oscar.
We were making the joke about Mario Kart where Lando's just like tossing squids behind him. Yeah,
but I mean, like I said, I said this when we were watching it, but yeah, you don't drive on the curb in the wet. Everyone knows that. And Oscar, those three did drive on the curb in the wet. So.
I mean, but so did Lando.
No, he didn't. It showed he didn't take the curb. That's you don't take the curb in the wet.
I thought he sprayed water up off of it.
No. They said that he drug water onto the track by hitting like a puddle.
Oh.
I just got real confused on the direction.
They did then go and like carve drainage holes into there, which it's amazing they didn't already have drainage holes.
Well, that whole area has been resurfaced recently, so that's why if you look closely, that's why it has like channels diagonally in it. It was they already did resurface that whole area to allow for water runoff,
and it worked super well. Clearly,
it did work pretty well. I mean, they were racing in the wet.
I mean, you had 4 people crash out.
You're doing that thing again where you look at me.
Sorry. I won't look at you. How am I supposed to have a conversation if I can't look at you? That's just so rude for me to just stare at myself.
Just embrace your autism. Lack of eye contact.
So, okay, sprint race. Overall, not a good weekend for Oscar. I think he was definitely the biggest loser this weekend, which is unfortunate because he was leading the championship.
I think it was the biggest loser for him and Max, honestly.
You think it was Max's biggest loser too?
Max had a great race, but because of the qualifying, he started from the pit lane, and he's effectively out of the championship.
I know, yeah.
Oscar is still kind of in it, but it doesn't seem like his heart's in it, you know?
I think he's probably mentally not in a good place after realizing McLaren doesn't support him. Like with the lawsuit and just all their team orders and stuff. I think it's like obviously weighing on him at this point. And I know there have been like comments about him potentially moving over to different teams. Mark Webber's made comments like that.
I realized I pulled this up, and I pulled the driver standings up for us to have as a discussion point, but I pulled up the wrong thing, so it doesn't.
So okay,
doesn't help at all. So he's 24 points back. Oscar's 24 points off Lando.
Yeah, but we haven't talked about the feature race.
Okay, sorry.
So going into Brazil, there was a 1 point difference. Lando was ahead by 1 point. Now there's, you said 24-point difference.
24-point from Lando to Oscar, and then math is hard. 59 points to Max, and there are 3 races left and a sprint, so 75 plus 8, 83 points left total on offer for the
I
season.
think I saw that it was still mathematically possible without a bunch of McLaren DNFs. It would require like 1 Lando DNF or something, and then like 7th and 8th in like a perfect season for Max.
I mean, to get 59 points out of 83 is pretty crazy, because a race win compared to a number 2 is only a 7-point difference.
Yeah. So bad weekend for Oscar overall.
Seems like he's finally kind of crumpled under the pressure.
Well, I disagree. I think we should talk about Oscar's move at the restart. It was a rolling restart, and he made a move that caused a collision with Kimi and Charles, which resulted in him getting a 10-second penalty. So for you saying that he's just not in it anymore, I disagree, because I thought that move was fucking baller. I thought it was an awesome move he made. He had his elbows out. He was racy.
Do you know that elbows out is normally defending against people behind? I've noticed that you use elbows out whenever someone is just aggressive.
Yeah, why would it be just for someone behind?
Because you're trying to stop them from getting past you.
Or you're fucking elbowing your way through. You ever gone through a crowd? I think that you're making this a definition that doesn't exist.
Okay.
And
let us know in the comments how you define elbows out driving.
Yeah, because we can't Google it, because we'll just go down a rabbit hole if we do that. But I definitely think elbows out is just being aggressive.
The traditional meaning is...
But elbows out doesn't just apply to racing.
Okay. I don't think I agree with that statement.
You think elbows out only applies to racing?
Well, again, I mean, in the context of racing, elbows out is defending. And I've just noticed that you use it for attacking as well. And that's just
I think it's just being aggressive.
Okay.
Okay, so you're obviously wrong, and this podcast is going to go really well for the rest of it. Fine, I won't talk anymore.
Is that the answer?
I was in the middle of talking, and then you
I did interrupt.
You interrupted me to correct me.
Carry on.
What was I fucking talking about?
You have no idea.
Oscar being defensive and Oscar being aggressive.
Yeah.
Which I think...
The move at the restart where he went...
It was a baller move. Oscar was really aggressive. He, I mean, I think a 10-second penalty was a little intense, but I think it was overall a really good move. I think it was really solid. I think he's fighting for a championship. I think it was just an incident.
Someone did tell me, because I was saying that it's weird that we just don't see 5-second penalties anymore. Someone was telling me that 5 seconds is for like track limits and like procedural type things, and 10-second is for contact, and that's why we're seeing so many 10-second penalties. I don't know if that's true or not. I trust the source that gave me that, but
I do feel like there's got to be like a scale for these incidents, because Yuki got 10 seconds for hitting Lance, and I didn't think that was 10-second worthy. I mean, they were both in 17th or 16th or whatever, so who fucking cares? But like, that didn't seem like a 10-second worthy. 10 seconds for not fulfilling that penalty later I thought was valid, but the Yuki Stroll collision I don't see as a 10-second. I don't think that Oscar should have gotten 10 seconds for the collision with Kimi. I do think it was just a racing incident on a restart. But if you're gonna get a penalty, I can see 10-second being a better penalty.
Do you remember the first race you ever watched when Ocon got like 30 seconds of penalties because he got
for everything.
He got it, and then he went in to serve it, and then was speeding in the pit lane, and then as serving, he didn't serve it right, and so he got like 2 more or whatever it was.
5-second penalty for Ocon. That was the first race I watched.
Collected penalties. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How exciting is next year's first race going to be when we don't know? Really, first qualifying. Next year's qualifying session is really going to be the first like implication or indication of which team did well. I'm so excited to see.
I wanted to go to Australia so bad for us picking a race, and you just weren't not interested in Australia. And I think 2026 Australia would have been so fun, because you've got an extra team, you've got new regs, like you've got F2 and I don't know if F3 does Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So like all the support races.
Does it feel like we should have heard more from Cadillac by now?
Well, what would you have wanted to hear by now?
Well,
We've got their driver lineup. We pretty much know their reserve driver. We've seen like their livery.
we've not seen their livery.
We've seen like a teaser for their livery or concept.
It was all black.
Well, yeah, all the cars are carbon fiber black.
No. The teaser you're talking about was like a shadow car. Like it didn't show anything.
It was a concept.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
That was someone made that. That wasn't a Cadillac.
I feel like we definitely saw something, but whatever.
I just think it's November.
But like, what would you have wanted to see? Like, you want to know? We know who their team principal
I
is.
just I feel like
Do
there
we?
should be like merch
No, I
out
don't think we
already,
do.
and there should be like I know the car reveals happen in the beginning of next year, but yeah, like merch should be out. We should know their team colors. I don't know. I feel like
Well, we do know their team
their
colors.
social media account should be doing more.
Isn't it black and gold?
I think so. I don't know. Their WEC team is like blue and yellow
Oh, I don't.
with a little bit of red.
I don't know. Okay, maybe we don't know anything about this team.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I find it odd.
Gross.
What do you want to talk about?
The only thing that I really had to talk about was Sky Sports Halo, the new women subsection TikTok they made.
You sent me a video on this, and it had so much brain rot in it that I stopped watching. What is this about? I thought this was a joke.
No, Sky Sports made a TikTok, probably an Instagram too, but they made an account that is specifically catered to female fans for sports, called Halo. And it's getting a lot of backlash, as it should. As a female fan, it's a lot of women are like, okay, so we're just too stupid to understand like the real rules of sports. Like, what are you making a female specific one for?
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of like women enjoying the sport if you make it different for them?
And so I looked at the account, and also a second point is they're geo blocking on this account. So Americans and other countries like can only I can only see 4 posts on the account, but I guess like Europe has like 30 something posts. But the post that I'm getting as a female fan on that account as an American is like Alexandra's Saint Malou. So it's like WAG stuff.
Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet they just, since they stopped covering it on the broadcast, they were like, we got to do something with all this WAG footage we have.
I don't know. Man, it is really like I think it's very out of touch to make a female focused.
Well, yeah, like I said, doesn't
sports.
it? I mean, like some stuff, like the Hello Kitty Grandstand, I think is a good example of like inclusivity, not exclusivity.
Yeah.
Where you're like, we're adding to the female fan experience. We're not making a different experience for them.
So excited for the Hello Kitty Grandstand.
Anything else you want to say on that, or just you're just excited?
That was just a plug. I'm just so excited for the Hello Kitty Cafe and Grandstand.
Yeah.
And merch. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that like they're not making like men's specific sports, or is that
Well,
just
the-
the point?
I mean,
is
the
that
sport up
regular
to-
Sky Sports is for men and Sky
Yeah.
Sports Halo is for girls?
The sport up to 3-4 years ago was the men's version of the sport. There just were no women that watched it. I mean, I'm sure there were some, but there weren't a lot.
I mean, there definitely were, just it hadn't grown. The fan base hadn't grown quite as much. But that being said, making a pink tax on a fucking sport is just so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't sit right with me because it's not like, I think people will argue that F1 Academy does that, like exclusivity,
It's
not
pushing,
inclusivity, but it's not. It's promoting women that would otherwise not have the opportunity, and it doesn't take anything away from male drivers. It's just including more female drivers. Whereas like, you got to make an account specific, and then to like, I think it's kind of insulting to dumb it down and be like, well, women's tiny squirrel brains can't understand tire strategy, so let's just post videos of WAGs the whole time.
Yeah, it's pretty and maybe the other like I said, they're geo blocking, so maybe the videos I can see are very different from what like they can see in Europe. Maybe they're better in Europe, I don't know, but from what I see, it's definitely very it's a shitty. I don't know who greenlit that, but they have Danica Patrick, so like it's pretty in line for Sky Sports.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
I cannot stand Danica Patrick.
On the topic of women.
I cannot stand her. And it's not like I like all the other Ruth Buscom and all the other women they have on the broadcast. I think they do a really good job. I like seeing them.
Laura Winters, yeah.
Laura Winters is great. Yeah. What's the third lady's name?
Bernie.
Yes.
I don't know her last name.
We're not. This is not a
no.
good look for us right now.
Well, I knew her name.
Did you just say Bernie Eccleston?
I don't know what her last name is.
That was a 4 foot tall fucking pervert. You know the story of Bernie Ecclestone?
No.
Oh man, this is good. This is juicy.
Is it
Okay.
motorsport related
Yeah,
or is this
yeah.
politics?
Let me
Okay.
tell the story. If
Okay.
you waited 10 seconds, you would have gotten the answer. So we know Liberty Media owns F1. Before that, a guy named Bernie Ecclestone owned F1. See how we're back in
Okay.
how things go. And he's this tiny little. He's a little bitty fella. He looks like someone's grandma. And he has like a 17-year-old wife or whatever. Not literally 17. She's like 25 or whatever. But
Really, yeah, questionable age
yeah.
gap wife. Okay.
And he is super shady. And oh man, there's another podcast that told the story really well. But he basically.
There's another person that told it really well, so I'm gonna tell it really, really poorly.
No, yeah,
now.
I am. I didn't do any research in this. I don't. He basically like he never purchased F1, but somehow like convinced people that he owned it and would sell chunks of it. So he like sold F1 multiple times, having never purchased it in the first place. And
so these people didn't really own shares. It was just like he was getting money and you were getting a piece of paper that said you own parts of F1.
Again, I don't know all the details, but it used to be. So now when like the FIA and Liberty Media make decisions moving forward, that's like it's a company, right? It's a board of directors. A bunch of people make decisions. It used to be just fucking Bernie Ecclestone. It was just him. He chose the direction of the sport. And he was super racist and hated Lewis, talked mad shit about Lewis all the time. And
there are a lot of racists in F1
apparently, which is weird.
Yeah.
You would think
when you're really rich and white, I get racism just spews from that, I guess.
Well, you would think like because to me the whole cool part of F1 is the multinational nature of it, you know, and like how you see drivers from every different country and teams from different countries, and you go to different countries, and I mean it is. A lot of people complained about them, like Lewis having the pride flag on his helmet or whatever, but like F1 at its nature is inclusive because it goes to so many other countries and has people from every other country.
Disagree though. Disagree. I'm afraid this is gonna get too political, but like fuck it, there's no rules on this podcast.
I mean, there might be some.
It's like I wouldn't say it's inclusive. It's a European, like it's Western European,
that is true. They're not the same, yeah. They're not friendly of new people.
It's Western
totally
European. Fair. They're all very like Caucasian and they're white. Like you'll have the occasional like Spaniard, but they're all white. They're all out of Britain. They're all very, it's not diverse by any means. Lewis was definitely an outlier. And then you hear like Alonso and Gabby talk about like the racism they face. You hear Yuki talk about the racism he faces. Like, it's not diverse by any means.
Have you seen what Lewis was dealing with when he first started?
No.
People literally wore blackface in the stands and would hold signs that said Lewis's family.
Yeah,
and they had like legit blackface on. And they were like Alonso fans and other.
I was gonna say, I think I know what you're talking about, and I didn't want to say that they were Alonso fans.
I think in that famous photo, they were Alonso fans. That's not to say that like all Alonso fans are racist or whatever. And like Alonso obviously has a tremendous amount of respect for Lewis, but yeah, like he did. Poor guy, he did deal with some fucking racist bastards.
Yeah. So that being said, I don't think F1 is diverse at all.
That's true. I guess I just meant that like.
As an American,
it is set up
we see it as being this international thing because it's different from us.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So what are you excited for about Vegas?
Hello Kitty Grandstand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got that.
Eating nice dinner.
Sold out of everything.
Dude, I'm gonna cry. Like, I honestly don't want to wait. Are you for real?
I didn't know it did that.
You didn't know it moved?
I didn't even know it was plugged in.
Dude. So basically he was fucking with the desk buttons with his
No, I didn't even mean to. I just accidentally pressed it.
He was fucking with it with his toe and it hit it. What were we talking about?
Right after.
Yeah, well,
what you're excited for about Vegas?
You point at the thing and then I hit the button.
As a reminder, because you're in charge of clips.
I forget. So anyway, Vegas. I'm really excited for
Hello Kitty Grandstand.
Yeah,
and nice dinners.
But and then you said, what if they sell out? So when we went to Japan last year, we learned the lesson the hard way. We didn't go to Friday. It wasn't a sprint. It wasn't a sprint in Japan. It usually isn't. But we didn't go to Friday because it was like an hour out of Nagoya where we were staying to go to the track. And we were like, we'll just go Saturday and Sunday. We usually go like all 3 days. We'll do all 3 days for Vegas, but we decided not to go.
Which
And
I will say, I think for non-sprint, non-feeder series weekends,
yeah,
I'm probably good going for 2 days. Like, you still pay for the whole 3 days, but going for 2 days.
yeah,
Vegas is different because it's on the strip, so you just
you're
walk.
right there,
I mean,
right?
maybe we may have grossly misunderstood how difficult it would be to get to the track, but
Incorrect. I plan everything perfectly.
okay.
That being said, I don't remember what I was saying. What were we talking about?
I don't know. What were we talking about?
Oh, you were saying that things would be sold out. Um, so we learned, oh my God, my ADHD. So we learned in Japan that when you go on Saturday, like all the exclusive Japanese merch that we wanted was sold out. Like everything was gone. We got separated at the race because we were trying to find, I really wanted this bucket hat, this Japanese cherry blossom. We watched the one right in front of us get sold at the tent, and then we split up. And so, but we learned that day because all of the good merch was gone Saturday, like before qualifying session, even everything was gone.
And that I think that's for a couple of reasons. One is like Japan isn't near as capitalist as the U.S. because the U.S. is not like Coda had shit the whole weekend. Like it was not you weren't worried about selling out. The other thing is like
I
the
didn't
Japanese.
look at any exclusive Coda merch when we went.
There wasn't much. The Japanese are like proper fans, so I think there was a lot of like. So most like for Coda, there were way less people on Friday than there were on Sunday, which I think is typical. But like a lot of people aren't true fans and want to see every minute of the car. They just were like, oh, this will be a fun thing to do this Sunday. Whereas Japan, they were like proper motorsport. There was not a single person in Japan that we were like, they don't know what's going on in this race. You know, they all knew
that's true.
what was happening.
We definitely felt that way at Coda. That being said, I don't know if I want to wait for our friends to get to Vegas to look at the Hello Kitty lineup. I know my friend will really want to look at it. I don't think I want to wait for her to get there to.
I would go as soon as you can.
I know I might go before you get there. Yeah.
We're flying separate. We should probably explain that.
I have a business trip before, so I'm flying in Tuesday and he's flying in Wednesday.
Yeah. Which is funny because I don't plan trips. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what airline we're flying on.
Well, we only fly on one airline every single time.
Yeah, but you know, maybe you changed.
I didn't.
I don't know.
Hope you get to Vegas.
I do too. She really, if she had a mean bone in her body, she really could fuck me up internationally.
I had that thought when we were in Japan too. I don't know what we were doing, but you were pissing me off so much that I was like, I could just leave him in the train station and I would never.
I didn't even know what city we were staying in. I didn't know. I had no idea, much less hotel. I didn't know what city we were going to.
Man,
it's great. I love traveling.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Ugh, why did you do that?
I like sneezing on the mic.
That's so gross. You like sneezing on a lot of things.
I sneeze on the dogs.
I actually don't even want to make a TikTok about that. That's so gross. It's like
a fucking
be a
great
toddler.
TikTok.
It's like a fucking toddler, like mouth open, sneezing on things.
I only do that at home. Out in public, I'll do that.
That's actually worse.
Into the arm.
Because I know how frequently you wash your hands and clean your things. That mic is probably like a hotspot for COVID. That's going to have the next pandemic virus coming off of it.
No, it's got a pop filter.
And that what is filtering out your sneezing?
No, I just mean it's like stopping it from getting to the rest of the mic.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm so sleepy. I want my nap.
What are you excited for Vegas?
Seeing you in your cute outfits.
I do have cute outfits planned.
Seeing F1 Academy. Although we watched that in Coda and it was kind of lame. I will. The funny thing though is like I'm really curious what. I've never been to a street race for F1. I've been to a street race for IndyCar, and I'm curious what we'll be able to see because for F1, like normally you're on a permanent track and it's pretty expansive views. I mean, Coda we couldn't see a ton. I keep looking at the camera when I try to fix my hair, and it confuses me what direction things go. Coda we couldn't see a ton. We saw a good bit. Japan we could see like the whole. Our seats were kind of at the top of the hill.
Great seats.
And we could kind of see. It's not that you could like see overtakes or whatever, but you had a good understanding of the whole where everybody was.
We were at like turn 19.
Casio Triangle.
Yeah, Casio Triangle, and we could see down to turn 2. We couldn't see turn 1. I mean,
then,
granted,
like,
it's like
start
one big
of the
sweep,
S's,
but yeah.
and then into the 2 90-degree rights that I forget the name of the corners are, and then we could see the exit of 130R.
Yeah, so that being said, you're not sure we'll be able to see at Coda or at Vegas. And
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a screen in front of us.
That would suck bad.
Because I didn't get to pick them myself, these seats. So it was...
Why do you do this every time, Penny? Do you need attention this bad?
It was so funny. I remember when I bought our tickets, because I signed up for pre-sale, because we weren't going to go to a race this year. We decided really last minute we would do Vegas, because it would give us time to save up. But I signed up for, like, pre-sale, and I remember... And I put down a deposit, and remember that guy, like, called me, like, and I bought the tickets on the phone.
Which sounds super sketchy.
And you were like, did you just get scammed out of $2,000 or however much it was, $3,000?
It was like...
And I was like...
Wasn't it like $1,300 each?
It was like $1,450 each, I think. But yeah.
It's probably the most expensive, like, single event I'll ever go to.
I mean, it's the most expensive F1 race on the calendar, I think.
Which I will say,
I think it's more expensive than Monaco. I don't know, though.
Some of that is like American consumerism. Some of it, like a night race on the Strip in Vegas, like that's one of the things
that does seem like a once in a lifetime. Yeah,
that is you pay for that. Like I'm not mad that shit's expensive. You know, if Coda was that expensive, I'd say no.
And Vegas is insanely expensive anyway. For anyone that hasn't been to Las Vegas. Vegas is a fucking shithole, and it's Vegas. I don't either. It's such a money grab. Honestly, we might come back next week and be like, that race sucked ass. We spent $80 on 2 sodas at the race and all of these things.
So what I was gonna say earlier is that the IndyCar race I went to, it was in Houston, and it was in like the parking lot of the convention center of Houston. Like the track was the parking lot of the Houston Convention Center, and we could only see.
They did IndyCar in Houston.
Yeah, we could only see like 30 feet of track. It was, and so you just like, and that was it. You had no idea what was going on. You couldn't see it. It was a lot louder than F1 is. I'm assuming we'll have a little better view where we're going because we're in turn 3, right?
Yes.
So I think based on the way the track is shaped, we'll see them come out of 1 and 2.
I don't think we'll be able to see them come out of 1 and 2 because they have a hospitality stand there. A hospitality suite, yeah, because it's a fucking money grab.
So we'll see the exit of 3 onto that first straight then, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which will be, I'm a big, like, when you go to the race, a lot of people have their phone out for the first lap, and I'm a big, like, experience things in person.
Well, because everyone wants to get the shot of a crash out on lap 1.
Yeah, but then
everyone wants to get the POV of...
But you just can't, see, like, you don't know what's happening, you know what I mean? You can't see...
I mean, granted, you don't know what's happening in an F1 race anyway if you're in person.
That's pretty true.
You have no idea. In Japan,
it's very
I had
much
my
the
friends texting me what was going on. Like, I was getting a play-by-play because they were watching on TV.
Well, and we had a screen in Japan, but the radio was in Japanese.
Everything, yeah, it was all in Japanese, so we're like...
I had no idea what was going on.
They had an English channel we couldn't access.
Do you remember how scary the tech store we went to was? So we had this idea to buy a cheap radio, like a AM FM radio, to get the English broadcast, which technically kind of worked for a little bit. I'm throwing up barbecue.
Ew.
And we went to this, what was it called in Japan?
I feel like it's called Bic.
Yeah, Bic camera in Japan, and it was like an 8-story fucking warehouse Best Buy.
Yeah.
And everything is in Japanese kanji letters, and there's like...
But it had like bicycles and stuff.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't just
there's lights and there's anime playing everywhere you go, and it was the most overstimulating place I've ever been in my entire life. And we were trying to find one little radio in this massive store.
And also everything's like, obviously everything's in Japanese, so we don't know what the fuck we're looking for. We don't know what any of the sections are. They all kind of look the same. It was really overstimulating. Don Quixote was also really overstimulating.
The place was terrifying.
And you kicked me out so quick. I needed to spend more time looking around. You were like, "We gotta go. We gotta go."
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be in there anymore.
But it also followed our like 18-course omakase though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which was really good, but we got the only dish in the whole... So, neither one of us are picky eaters, thank God, because I think picky eaters are people that never grew up. I think they're children. I will stand on that.
Watch our one commenter is a really picky eater.
Yeah, I don't like picky eaters. I think you should, if that is you, you should grow up.
Oh my God.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so we went to an omakase. So in Japan, it's like super rude to not finish your food. And an omakase is individual pieces of sushi that the chef selects and prepares, and it's like
I would
18
say
courses.
individual meals because they weren't all sushi.
Yeah.
Like tapas.
And it was all great except one dish, which was like a little saucer of like whole PetSmart fish. It looked like
minnows.
yeah, it looked like they just went to the Walmart fish section when they used to have fish and just scooped out a bunch of
They
pet
were
store
translucent and like sprinkled with soy sauce.
Yeah, eyes, spines, fins, the whole nine, and they were fine. I mean,
They were not good.
I didn't like it
and
at
it was
all.
so funny because we both took different attempts at trying to finish it. Like you were eating like 15 at a time.
I would. I just like
doing,
tipped it into my mouth.
I was doing like one at a time, and we're both gagging. It was not fun.
And then the table next to it, because they start you in batches. So like the table next to us was going through the same thing we were, and
everyone in the restaurant,
they wouldn't do it, and it's super rude to not finish your food.
And they like won't bring you your next meal. Like they pretty much bring them all out at the same time for everyone. So it is like a community experience. But yeah, it was. Let's go back to Japan.
Japan was so fun.
You want to do 6 hours of Fiji?
I would love to do the 6 hours of Fuji. I don't know if that's on the calendar for next year. I was gonna say, to make this back into F1 related. So another difference in like the experience is in Coda, it was like $40 for 2 tacos.
Oh my
or
god,
whatever.
Coda was, and the tacos were not even good.
It was
for being in Texas, the tacos were not good.
I remember I bought a Topo Chico, which is like a mineral water, and it wasn't they sons of bitches. It wasn't even like the full size 12-ounce. It was like the skinnier 8-ounce bottle, and it was like $22 for just that. But in Japan,
were like rattlesnake sausage tacos, and they weren't good.
Just crazy shit.
Yeah.
In Japan, they would do like bento boxes for like $4, $3 or $4, and they were delightful. And what's the chicken called? Katsu chicken.
Yeah,
it was so good. The food was so good, and it was all like
we spent like $30 total for the weekend for food and drink at Japan.
Yeah, and the train was cheap. Like
yeah.
I got another sneeze coming.
Ew.
Thank you.
I didn't say bless you.
I know.
I'm not going to either.
Because you're rude.
I'm not going to. I just watched you open mouth sneeze on your microphone. I'm not saying bless you.
There you go. Now you're figuring out what
child
are.
I know, Penny.
Well, we didn't really, I mean, like I said, we didn't come into any of this with anything to talk about. The last podcast, I think, was the most fun we've had because we had less of a plan and we just kind of fucked around. Is there anything else you want to cover?
Who do you think will be the biggest winner and biggest loser for Vegas?
I think biggest winner will be one of the F1 Academy girlies because it is the championship. So either Maya Woog or Dorian Paul. I hope it's Dorian Paul. I don't have anything against Maya Woog, except I like Dorian
for Dorian more. Yeah,
for no real reason.
That's just the one we picked.
Yeah, and that is really that's what I've discovered is the key to enjoying racing is just pick someone.
I think that we probably picked her because of how good Mercedes marketing is. Like Mercedes is very good at including her and treating her like a third driver. Like she's not. A lot of the F1 teams, like if you go on Ferrari's Instagram, you will not see anything about Maya Woog. But Mercedes, when they take pictures, it will always include Dorian and Valtteri.
Yeah, and then the
loser. I think it's marketing for that.
The loser, I hope, is Max, and the reason is I know.
That's fine. I don't know if I was ready to get a Max Verstappen tattoo.
A lot of people who are fans of the sport say like, well, I want so and so to win, but I want it to go to the last race. That's not me.
Really?
I want Lando to win, and so I want him to like now that we've had an exciting championship and he's been behind for so long and he's catching up. I just want it over. I want him to just bury everybody.
I don't want Lando.
And it's just this year. Dude. Like next year, I won't want Lando to win the championship again. I just want him to win this year because I want him to get one, and then I don't really care after that. So I hope because Oscar can't mathematically be eliminated this race, but Max can.
Okay, so you just want Max to get eliminated, and then we'll have 2 drivers in contention.
I mean, I'd want Lando to do better than Oscar, but that, yeah. I mean, he's got enough of a lead where he can kind of start leaning on Oscar in the last few races.
God, I think that I think having a year of Lando Norris as world driver champion is going to be so annoying.
Do you think he'll take number 1?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think he'll take car number 1.
Why?
I think he's pretty attached to his number 4.
I think he probably wouldn't take number one. God, I don't know. I think he wouldn't take number one because he doesn't think he would keep on to it. Like, I don't foresee Lando being a multi-world champion.
No,
If
that's
he
the other
gets
reason
it,
that
he
I
would
want him to
be
get it
one
this
and
year.
done.
I have a feeling that this is
his only chance.
This is his only chance. I think Oscar's young enough where he'll have like another round where we'll kind of see where the cars fall in 2026 in the new regs, and then Oscar will be able to make a move that'll help him.
And Oscar will be a multi-world champion. Yeah. I think he's got 2 or 3 in him easy.
I can get behind that. And I think Lando is similar to Charles, where like he is now attached to McLaren. So if McLaren doesn't have the car next year, which is, I would say, likely, it's possible, but no one really knows. I think that like this is Lando's opportunity to get one.
That's probably fair. I don't see Lando leaving McLaren either. Okay, so my biggest winners and biggest losers. I think the biggest winner is going to be Alex Albon. I think Williams.
There's no downforce on that car.
I think Williams does really good on the street races. So I think this will be good for Williams, but because I'm there and I'm a Carlos Sainz fan, I don't think Carlos will do well. I think it'll just be my luck that it'll be Alex that does well, which is fine.
I can't tell you how anyone except like the winner finished in any race that we've watched in person.
I couldn't even tell you who won the races we watched in person. I know Max.
And Max.
I know. Okay. Well, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because it was 23 and 24.
Yeah, and Max, Japan was like the last race Max had a good run on. Like that was the end of his streak because the next race was Miami and Lando won that. But anyway, I think Alex will be biggest winner, and I think biggest loser will probably be me because I fucking hate Las Vegas.
It's nothing against Las Vegas.
There's a lot against Las Vegas. It's really dirty.
We just don't drink or gamble.
Yeah.
So that's Vegas. It's that and prostitution, and I don't think that's going to happen. So what else you do?
Spend fucking a shit ton of money.
And a lot of people say like, no, Vegas is for families now. They have roller coasters and shit. I don't agree. I've been to Vegas. Vegas is not for families.
Vegas is not for families.
And it's fine at night, but as soon as you see those casinos in the day, A, you see day casino people, which are horribly depressing. And B, you see the casino in the day, which is the carpet's all threadbare. It's gross, not clean.
They are dirty and grungy and...
We're staying in a 5-star hotel, allegedly.
I did book us a really nice hotel for Vegas. If I have to go to Vegas, I'm not staying in this shithole hotel we stayed at for our wedding. Which it wasn't even a shithole. It was under construction when we got married. We stayed at the Link. Which funny story.
Nice.
We got married in Vegas the weekend they did the Las Vegas F1 car launch, or race launch or whatever. So we got married that weekend in Vegas. I was not watching F1 at the time. I started F1 after, like the next season.
I was.
We got married in 2022. He was an F1 fan. Our wedding was on a Saturday, and that night we were like, okay, we're getting married at like in the afternoon. We're gonna get back to our hotel, and then we were staying at the Link, which was right in front of Caesar's Palace. If you've ever been to Vegas, and that is where they were doing like all of the F1 activations to prepare for the first Vegas
so
race.
Lewis with the underglow under his car,
doing donuts right in front of our hotel.
Checo and George, and I was passed out from alcohol.
He was blackout drunk.
That was the last time. That was the most I've ever been drunk, and the last time I was drunk.
So we did,
and that was 3 years ago.
We did not see any of the F1 stuff because he was unconscious in bed.
I mean, like a mummy. I like my arms were crossed.
Yeah,
like this.
We got back to our hotel, and for one, it took forever to get back to the hotel because the strip was closed for traffic. So like everything was shut down. It was hard for us to get back to our hotel. We finally get back. We get there, and I'm like, I need you to help me take my wedding dress off. And he goes, okay. And he like does one button.
Because it had like buttons all down the back.
Yeah. So he does one, and he goes, and he went straight to bed and just like collapsed like a mummy.
And then
on top of the covers and everything in his suit, like.
And then for whatever reason, because we're fucking dumb back then and we were cheap, we didn't make as much money. But we picked like a 5 a.m. flight the next day, like the day after our wedding.
I think really what it is not that we were dumb and we didn't want to spend money. It's that you had this rule, and you still kind of have it, where if you went on vacation, you had to have a day off in between. And so we probably had to be home like by noon or something on Sunday. That way you were like, realistically, you would go to work without having to take an extra vacation day.
I'm not doing that this year. I'm just working home the next day. But anyway, and so I woke up to throw up. Like I didn't choose to wake up. I woke up and I threw up in the shower. And it was
There's a toilet.
didn't make it, and
That's crazy.
it was like right before 1 a.m. And so I knew we had to wake up at like 3 or 4 or whatever to go to the airport.
Like really early, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungover. Like, this is hell. And then I watched the clock and it just happened to be daylight saving time. So we got an hour back. And I was like, oh, there is a God. I could take an hour nap. And then I was hungover in the Vegas airport, and it was the worst experience of my life. It was like an alarm going off the whole time.
I was
for
not
whatever
hungover
reason.
for our wedding. I wasn't even drunk for our wedding.
I don't even know how I got that drunk.
Because you're a lightweight.
That's also true.
Yeah, a huge lightweight.
I don't really like alcohol. I don't. It's not against it. Like, we don't. It's not that we don't drink because it's like a stance or whatever. Like, I just don't really like alcohol. And fucking.
Are you gonna get shit faced in Vegas for this race?
No, I'm not. No, because then I got to be at a race drunk.
And you're gonna have to spend like $80 to get drunk at that race.
Yeah, a regular person I have to spend like $200, but yeah, I'm a lightweight. Well, cool. I think it was a fun episode. A little shorter, but like I said, we wanted to keep getting stuff out.
Should we do a would you rather?
Sure. I don't have one prepared though.
Well, think of one and I'll think of one.
Okay. Would you rather go to 2 IMSA races in the US and we can like drive to them? And you can see like Logan Sargent's there now. Kevin Magnussen sometimes drives depending on which weekend it is. You can see some drivers that you know. Or would you rather go to a NASCAR, like one NASCAR race, and watch the cars go in a circle for 4 hours?
Probably a NASCAR race.
NASCAR races are fun to see.
I feel like they would just be like I just don't care for IMSA. Like I like WEC better than I like IMSA.
I'm the opposite.
And like I don't care about Logan Sargent enough or even K-Mag to like go and drive to see them at a race. I don't know anything about NASCAR, but I do think that would be like it's more iconic to me.
NASCAR is actually a really good spectator sport because most of the speedways you can see the whole lap, and so it's pretty cool to see them go around, and they're super loud. So would you rather?
Okay, we're gonna do fuck, marry, kill.
By.
Okay, we're doing fuck, marry, kill. Helmet, Marco.
Oh god.
Jos Verstappen or Christian Horner.
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, I have to marry Horner. You can't marry
his wife.
I'm a dude that's heterosexual.
That's true. I don't know anything about Helmet, but like Jos did.
You got the old as fuck Austrian racist dude, and you've got Jos who beats the fuck out of his domestic partners.
Yeah.
It's got to be Horner.
Yeah, okay.
For Mary.
That's fair. But Helmet could die soon. And then you just inherit tons of money.
It's got to be Mary, Horner. Man, I'd kill either one of them. Mary, Horner, fuck Jos, and see if you can parlay that into meeting Max, and kill Helmet because he's racist.
So is Jos.
And also, but
Jos stabbed a mechanic.
But Jos still probably has some fight in him, whereas Helmet, like, that wouldn't be difficult.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't thinking you'd have to like put up a fight for this. Like, this is a theoretical. I'm not asking you how you would.
Listen, it's a terrible choice.
Wow.
What's your?
Oh, I have to answer this one?
Yeah.
Why would I do that? Okay. I would probably. God, I can't believe it's.
You brought it up.
But it's fun when I ask you. It's not fun when I have to answer.
Okay. Do you want to not answer so you can keep the magic in the conversation?
I'd probably marry Helmet because he's gonna die soon, and
that's a woman's thought.
Yeah, I know. This is all gonna be a woman's thought.
Like that's not a no guy is like, well, I only have to fucking.
Well, I'm a woman, so this is all gonna be a woman's thought. Yeah. So I'm gonna marry Helmet because he's gonna die soon. I'm gonna fuck Jos. Because I bet it'd be really weird and good. And then I'm gonna kill Horner.
Why kill Horner? He's the least evil of the two of them.
That's my leftover option.
All right, I noticed like a pimple in my tattoo.
Dude, so gross. I can't believe we're doing this right now.
You brought it up.
You popping a pimple on your leg?
Oh, well, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Well, thanks.
I'm actually sorry that we filmed this episode for
I'm not. I think this was hilarious. Thanks everybody for watching. We will try and do a Las Vegas recap video because we'll be there, and so I think we'll definitely try and do some fun. And maybe if wife wants to get some video footage, we can make that a little better video and add in like a Vegas race review or something like that. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching.
We're also, next time we come back, we'll probably have a guest. Maybe. Yeah, we might have a guest.
I think we should probably confirm that before we
probably should
tell everybody that doesn't watch. And
it's
then
not Horner, Helmet, or Yost.
Not after this. It's not. And then let us know in the comments what you guys enjoy about the podcast, what you would like to see us do a little more of, and maybe if you want to see us branch into another motorsport, what it would be. But make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you comment. Like I said, it helps ever so much. And if you're on Spotify, make sure you follow the podcast. And if you do want to support, you can become a channel member. And that will help us make a little bit of money on the podcast.
Which I don't get any of it.
Well, you'll get it now. I get the first payout, but you get the future ones. Excuse me.
Meow.
The cat is gone. All right.
That's
Thanks,
my
everybody.
car noise.
I know.